best purchase of 2024, although I have heard that Dyson does it best. So whenever this conks out on me, hopefully in 2 or 3 years, because it was still kind of pricey for being the brand that it is. Whenever this one is done, I will upgrade to the Dyson. But enough about vacuums, because that's not what you're here for. Happy Saturday. As you can see, I'm dressed up ahead of schedule. I don't want to be late, and I'm going to get into editing mode. And you know, when you're in a state of flow, time just goes. So I decided to get dressed and done up. I'm not going to wear foundation today. It's not that deep. Today we're going to go to the Chase. It's a seafood restaurant here in Toronto. Very beautiful. I've heard the food is great. I used to work there, by the way, but I never got to eat there, so today will be a treat. It is a treat indeed because it's my godmother's birthday, and she wanted to go there 4 years ago, but you know, the pandemic happened, so now we get to go, and I hope she enjoys everything. The food, the ambiance, all of that. So I'll bring you guys along. Just a quick outfit check. The outfit de nuit is this Godette. I think that's what it's called. I paired it with this Aritzia, I think it's from Wilfred, this stretchy top I must have had for at least 10 years. I like the scallop detailing. It's a very thick bodycon material. I wish it was a bodysuit because it's bunching up a little bit, but as long as no one sees it, is all good. And then I want to pair it with some open-toe shoes, but it's -degrees, so I might wear my Zara booties, although they're vegan leather, so they're starting to peel. Zara shoes aren't the best quality. If you've ever bought Zara shoes before, let me know if they worked for you because I haven't had the greatest luck. We get back to editing, and I'll check in with you guys when we get to the Chase. Time.
Happy birthday! Hello. It is a little bit cold. It's not actually cold. I mean, considering that this is mid-December and we could literally have blizzards this time of year back in the day, but I'm still freezing because the well, this is the outdoor-indoor mall that they built, is literally in a wind tunnel. And you know me, I'm a Caribbean girl, so I like the heat. So I'm just here to stroll a little bit to find Crumble cookies, since a little birdie told me that they finally came to Canada. I tried to go when I was in Atlanta, but couldn't make it since we were only there for 4 days. So anyways, let's see if I can find it, that part.
sometimes when I'm really cold, like cold to the core, it makes me yawn. But anyway, I secured this suite. I'm so happy that Crumble finally came to Canada because you know I tried to go when we were in Atlanta this spring, but it didn't happen. $13 later, I got some cookies. This one is their frozen, I was gonna say froyo, but it's not froyo, frozen hot chocolate. And as you can see, there was a little bit of casualty there. I wasn't as careful as I'd like to be while bringing these home. Plus I had an errand to run. That happened. And then this one is a pecan chocolate something or the other. I don't know. I wanted something more classic. It was actually so easy once you know where it is because it's on the perimeter. It's 2 doors down from Prince Street Pizza. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I stood up in the cold probably around a year ago, if not at the top of this year, for almost an hour. It was really good, but it wasn't like stand in the cold for over an hour and sit outside and eat it good though. That's the thing about American food when it comes to Canada, it's never quite as good. Every time I bought something that's an American-based food company that comes here, it must be the FDA. There's so many things that we're not allowed to have or use here that they can down there. It's just never the same. Like Chick-fil-A is good, but it is out of this world when you go to Orlando. There's just some things you cannot replicate or recreate. At least I wasn't standing in the cold. There was no line when I got there, but it was a time to be had to find this place. And can I just speak for a second about this journey? Whenever I have to go somewhere new or where I've never been before, somewhere that switched up on me, it could be anything. It could be finding a cafe. It could be meeting somebody. It could be going some part of the city that I'm not familiar with or maybe it's switched up since I last been there. It could be grocery shopping in a new grocery store. It trips me out because I'm so used to memorizing things. I literally map out where I go. Like I walked around the well at least 3 times, the entire thing, all 3 levels. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is here. Oh, okay, that's there. Because I'm taking mental notes. So if I ever have to go and meet with someone, I don't have to give myself an extra 25 minutes to find the place and get lost along the way. The thing about being legally blind is you have to allocate so much more time for everything, whether it's work, personal care, cooking, and just doing things out in the regular, schmegular world. And I wish that someone warned me about this. Had I known, I would have mentally prepared. Actually, I don't think I could have ever prepared, but at least I would have appreciated my vision more. There's nothing like being able to look up at a menu and be like, yeah, I'll have that, versus asking someone what every damn thing is, or having to zoom in and hoping that your stupid phone that stopped working conveniently just when the next iPhone dropped will actually work and you can actually see what you're trying to do. It's a trip sometimes, and I don't know if I'm just preaching to the choir here, if you're visually impaired and you agree, or if it's just me, but you can share if you care, if you've had any experiences this year that have tested you, annoyed you, tried you, strengthened you, because I feel like it's the littlest things that I'm just like, really? Did it have to be this difficult? I mean, with this, I don't know if there was a map that I would have been able to see if I could see and find it, but I walked around the inside, upstairs, I found the food court indoors, so it's kind of cool because now I know what options they have, and once I zoom in on the camera, I'll be able to see clearly. Sometimes I think I see things and they're not at all what I thought I saw. This one's maybe saved for a TikTok comparison with another cookie company that everyone's been raving about on Instagram, and she's actually from Canada, so I want to support and see and support, and that'll be another adventure and journey finding that place, let's be real. Sometimes I don't want to leave my house. I don't think I've ever admitted this before, but there's so many times that I'm like, I don't want to leave my house, to the point where I'm getting dressed, I'm putting my shoes on. I don't want to have to struggle to find this place. I don't want to struggle to ask someone for help. I don't want to do it. But then I do it because I realize I don't want to be limited by this vision more than I'm already limited by this vision. So I keep on keeping on. I want this to be your reminder, whether you're visually impaired or not, whatever you got going on, you gotta keep on keeping on. Just push through, challenge yourself, sometimes test yourself, feel a little annoyed at times, but know that the other alternative is staying stagnant, and we don't have time for that. So I'm gonna check in with you guys in a bit, and we're gonna see how this tastes. I'm gonna double this. I'm gonna use this for TikTok content instead of filming it twice, because I ain't got time for that. Since you last saw me, I had dinner. I made my tea, and now we have our little sweet treat. I'm actually still cold. What is going on? It is not even that cold. It's probably like 5 degrees. That part. At first, I was like, maybe something's wrong with me and I can't regulate myself. But it has to be cold because this tea is not hot and I just boiled the water. TikTok voice activated. Let's try this crumble cookie. A little damage on the way home. This thing is huge. I mean, it better be for $7 Canadian. Pretty. Wait, did I put on my first impression? This is my very, ooh, soft. Coming from a girl who doesn't like chocolate things that aren't chocolate, this is not bad. Mmm. You gotta eat it with the marshmallow. That's what takes it to a whole nother level. What? Okay. It's getting better with every bite. Usually when I have a sweet treat, it's the first bite that sets the tone for me, but this is quite the opposite. This is a solid 9 out of 10. Soft and chewy, keeps getting stuck in my teeth. That's the only thing. I wouldn't want to eat this outside necessarily. Maybe one of the ones that don't have frosting on it. Let me put this away because this is dangerous. They should sell these in minis, maybe like a quarter of the size. I'm gonna have to go back in a week or two. When the new year comes, I'm one and done. No more sweets for me. Woohoo! It's cooking with, what's going on here? Cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya, cooking with Kaya. Imagine. I am too grown for that. No. I guess that's plantain for breakfast tomorrow. It's plantain, not plantain. Plantain. Do you say mountain? Okay. We are gonna chef it up. Cooking with A. Okay, seriously though. We're gonna chef up a chicken dumpling soup. I don't know if you can hear, but it's like a weird rain, sleet, snow situation outside, which is the perfect time to either go out and get ramen, which we're not gonna do even though I'm really craving ramen. This chicken dumpling soup is a Caribbean dish. I've made it 1,000,001 times, so we're not gonna montage it. I'm just gonna show you it when it's done. But we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna blast some music and act like we're 21. Where's my, oh, in the fridge. I need onion, garlic, celery as my base. I'm gonna season it up, okay? Okay. If I remember right, the nutrient content of celery is not worth $3.79. Someone suggested that I do TikToks of how I cook while visually impaired. And I thought, yeah, I would love to do that, except for the part where I hate cooking. So being in the kitchen and filming adds an extra hour on what I'm doing because you have to change the angles, make it aesthetic, Then editing that ish. Don't want to get all woo-woo airy-fairy here, but I do believe that food made with love digests better. I just believe it. Plus, you know what you're putting in it. Like, you can't trust these restaurants. One day I will sit down and tell you a couple stories, and you will be amazed that I still go out to eat as often as I do nowadays, because the things I saw when I could still see well when I was working in the restaurant, disturbing does not begin to cover it. I think this is the appropriate time to use the word that the youth use, diabolical, okay? I love it so much. I can't wait to try to use it with my curls. You just knot it like that. I just wanted to show you how bad my discipline is. This is how much is left of this cookie. Did I not say I was gonna eat a quarter each day? I guess what I meant was I was gonna eat 3 quarters in one day. That is all I got to report for today, but I should have some more things to say and show you tomorrow. Until then, love you guys. Love this cookie too much too.